Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Star Flames, and if you're new here, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and join the family. In this video, guys, I want to chime in on the drama that is going on between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, two of the baddest girls in the industry. Very beautiful girls, very sexy. I don't believe that either one should be partaking in what is going on, but hey, it is going on. And I mean, I'm Star Flames. I'm not Nicki. I'm not Megan the Stallion. I don't know if it is a beef that they have concocted behind the scenes, wherein both of them can benefit from it mutually, because we may see these celebrities beefing on the forefront, but sometimes these beefs, they're often orchestrated and both parties benefit mutually. But in some cases, honey, it is definitely not. No, excuse me, guys. They're saying that, there has to be police, at Megan the Stallion's mom graveside. And people, they're saying that Nicki is foul for this. Nicki set the barbs to do this and all of that, which is a darn lie. I haven't seen a post and I haven't heard a single line from Nicki telling the barbs to, go vandalize Megan the Stallion's mom grave. I haven't heard that. Y'all know that if I've heard that, if I've seen it anywhere, y'all know that I would be dragging Nikki's ass, okay? But I haven't seen it, haven't heard it. So until then, I cannot drag Nikki, okay? Now, people are saying that Nikki should never have mentioned anything about Megan the Stallion mom. Listen, this is war, okay, on a lyrical level, right? And this is the thing, we have to realize that whether it's music or in real life, you cannot go for someone's loved one and not expect them to, multiply the energy and give it back to you. Remember, Megan the Stallion told Nicki Minaj, don't she said, "You're not mad at Megan. You're mad at Megan's Law." We know what Megan's Law is by now, right? And that was Megan the Stallion insulting Nicki by way of Kenneth Petty, right? No, Megan the Stallion is very much educated, and I believe that was a very low bar even for Meg herself, because if we're really thinking from a realistic perspective and if we're being wholeheartedly honest, the allegations against Kenneth Petty, they're not pleasant. But at the same time, didn't this man go to prison when he was like 16? Didn't he do the time for the crime? Should we give him any excuses? No. Should we give him any pardons? Heck no. But we should give this man the respect of being rehabilitated into society, especially if the allegations that were initially brought up against him are even half true. We don't want a repeat of this, right? Because while we may have prisons, gas chambers, remember that a woman will have to move on with such trauma. And we don't want such behavior in our society. We don't want any woman to be traumatized on that level. So I do believe in rehabilitation. I do believe that people deserves the right to be rehabilitated and be allowed to enter back into society under a microscope, of course. But I don't believe that it is right of people that every time someone and Nicki Minaj have a falling out, they're going to tell her, your husband did this, your husband did that, your husband is a this, your husband is a that. That is poking the bear, okay? And Nicki, based on what I'm understanding, Nicki has told a different story, saying that her husband had to take a plea deal when he was at the age of 16. He couldn't afford a lawyer to defend himself properly. That is what she believes. Society, for the most part, believe another story. But put yourself in a Nicki Minaj shoe who believes that her husband had to take a plea deal because he didn't have the money to fight and prove his innocence. Because we know these things do happen. We know that women, we lie a lot and on men. We do. We lie on men and we often get away with it. And then these men have to live with the trauma of us lying on them. Not saying that this is necessarily Kenneth Petty's case, but we do know that these things happen. So if Nikki believed that her husband was lied on, he had to take a plea deal because he didn't have the money to fight his legal battle. And she wants to come out and defend her husband. We also have to be understanding of that because remember that, Megan Stallion, she threw that first punch. Nikki is going to retaliate in whatever way she sees fit. It's not whatever way that you or I see fit. It is how Nikki saw fit to retaliate in the defense, of herself or feelings. And I don't see her as defending her husband in that sense because if she was defending her husband, I believe that she would have, you know, rap more about the entire situation surrounding her husband, right? But in my opinion and what I'm understanding from the lyrics that was shared, she was defending herself and she was letting Megan know that, listen, girl, I'm not the weak fence that you can pick on. If you go low, I'm gonna go to hell because if you think you can go low and no one can stoop beneath that, I'm gonna drag your ass to hell so you see how it feels. Don't talk about my loved one, and I won't talk about your loved one either, right? And I believe that Nikki was in her right to defend herself however she see fit on the lyrical sense because it's all lyrical, it's not physical or anything like that. And she clapped back on a lyrical scale, right? So I believe that Nikki is within her rights to defend herself. I see many people using ageism against Nicki Minaj, which I think is just like a very hateful thing to do in this case because there are a lot of people in Nicki Minaj age group that is still in the business, and I wonder why people think that Beyonce is so young, right? Beyonce is in Nicki's age group, she's still in the business. Is Beyonce clapping back at people on the internet like what Nicki's doing? No. But we also have to understand that Nicki Minaj is from a different background in comparison to a Beyonce, right? And when we look at people like even Kim Kardashian is in her 40s. She's still in the entertainment industry. So I believe that while people may see Nicki Minaj as a nemesis, it's only fair to say that she has been attacked equally, and sometimes the industry creates monsters of people because this girl, she has been treated so unfairly by the industry oftentimes. And we know the industry is a male dominated industry, and she has been giving those boys a run for their money. And we know a lot of the record producers, they don't like Nicki because Nicki has been ruining the boys' career. She has been stepping on the boys' necks. So they have been sending people consistently after her. And what these girls need to realize is that Nicki is that um you know person that has basically carried that baton for everyone to all the females to benefit from. She's not the one who started it, but she is doing an amazing job of carrying the baton. She's carrying that torch and she's lighting the way for every other single female. And I believe that females need to not let these record labels encourage them to go after Nicki because what they want to do basically is to weaken Nicki's strength. They want Nicki to be defeated because they want to prove that women are weaker than men when it comes to the rap game, and it's not true because the girls are dominating at this point. So I just hope that the women in the industry realize the plots around Nicki Minaj. Now make no mistakes, I'm not saying that Nicki Minaj, she's innocent, she has never done anything, and she's not wrong. But there's one thing I see here, and I can see a plot that is designed to slowly but surely take down Nicki Minaj, weaken her, silence her, and if they take down Nicki, weaken Nicki, silence Nicki, then it's gonna be a domino effect as it relates to the other females who are in the industry. Normally, it's the men who dominates, who takes control, and then they talk about the woman being their lapdog, their bitches, and have these girls on leash. And these girls believe that they had to be a vixen, but no, the girls are competing with the boys neck to neck, and many record producers do not like it because the girlies are not sleeping around as they used to. The girlies, are creating their records, they're making their music, they're making their money. These girls are, their voice is being heard, they're getting stronger, they're getting more confidence. And I believe that the entertainment industry are just threatened by the presence of these women, and as such, they're threatened by someone like Nikki, who is a very strong, determined woman who definitely is not perfect, has her flaws, definitely faulty too, definitely ghetto as hell sometimes. But at the end of the day, when it comes to talent, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to longevity, there's no other female in the industry for the past 15 years who have done it how Nikki has done it. And people are saying that Megan is better in terms of lyrical on a lyrical scope. No other female can walk near Nikki's shoe when it comes to lyric. When it comes to lyric, um Nicki Minaj, she's definitely a lyricist. She's definitely poetic, dramatic, cinematic. Nicki Minaj crosses all the T and dots all the I's when it comes to the entertainment and her genre of hip hop music. Definitely, she's a queen, and she shouldn't have responded to Megan the Stallion in the first place because the only thing a queen does is to pay the bitches destiny. But are we calling Megan a bitch? No, I'm just saying, that's just a slang, a lingo. But we do love Megan the same. And I honestly wish that Megan, steps out to be that strong, bold, unapologetic woman. And I do hope that Megan the Stallion does not do any other collaborations with, women like Cardi B because Cardi B is weak as hell when it comes to the rap game. Megan the Stallion needs to do collaboration with women who are on her level, honey, like a Beyonce. Not until Cardi B steps up the game. Cardi B is weak. When it comes to rap, when it comes to fashion, that's Cardi B's thing. But I mean, Megan the Stallion, just stay away from Cardi until she learns to step up that game. Keep your head up, girly, and just, you know, be confident and keep being amazing. Keep delivering amazing music, okay? And that's all I have to say about that for this video. Let me know what are your thoughts and see you all later, honey. Peace.